Everywhere you look, the world is shifting towards renewable energy. Governments are pledging net zero emissions, companies are investing billions, and new technologies are emerging at an unbelievable pace. But the big question remains, can we really go 100% green? Or is this just an impossible dream? Stick around as we break down the progress, the challenges, and whether a fully renewable powered world is truly within reach. What is renewable energy? To discuss the future of the sources of energy we use, it's important to define what we mean by renewable energy. Renewable energy stems from sources that naturally replenish and don't deplete over time, unlike fossil fuels. The main ones being solar power, harnessing the sun's rays for electricity; wind power, using diverse methods but primarily wind turbines to generate energy; hydropower, capturing the energy of flowing water and then transforming it into electricity by spinning huge turbines; geothermal energy, tapping into the Earth's heat. And finally, there's also biomass, converting organic materials into fuels such as methane gas. Right now, renewables make up about 30% of the world's electricity supply. But is that enough to fully power the future? After clarifying what renewable energies are, let's dive into how far we've come. In recent years, renewable energy has seen a massive boom. Some countries are already leading the way. Some examples of these countries are Iceland, which runs almost entirely on hydro and geothermal energies; Norway, having over 98% of its energy being generated with renewable sources; and Costa Rica, which operates on 100% renewables for months at a time. Even major economies are making big moves, such as China, being the largest solar panel and wind turbine producer, or Germany, which generates over 50% of its electricity from renewables as well. So, the transition is happening, but why isn't the whole world switching to 100% renewables right now, just as the countries we just covered? While renewable energy sounds like the perfect solution, there are major drawbacks, which pose large challenges against the transition. A lot of the renewable sources we have suffer from a major drawback: intermittency. Solar and wind being the most affected by this issue. Not only that, but other sources of energy such as geothermal are only feasible in certain places such as Iceland. That being the reason for the lack of widespread adoption of this source of energy. Another big problem is energy storage. Being intermittent means some days we might produce a surplus of energy, while others we might not produce enough, which could be solved by storing this surplus and then releasing it when a deficit arises. But batteries like Tesla's Powerwall and large-scale lithium-ion storage are not at the point where we can store massive amounts of energy efficiently nor cheaply. Our power grid is also not ready yet for this transition. Most power grids were built for the steady and reliable sources of energy which fossil fuels provide, meaning countries would need trillions in investments to modernize energy infrastructure in order to tackle these problems. Okay, now we've discussed the problems our engineers are facing, but are there any solutions underway? Fortunately, the answer is yes. Scientists and engineers are working on solutions to make the transition possible. For instance, there have been some huge strides towards better energy storage, such as solid-state batteries, flow batteries, and even hydrogen energy storage, which could solve intermittency, evening the playing field against fossil fuels. AI has also arisen as a solution to distribute electricity efficiently, making sure energy flows where it's needed the most. Diversification could also help solve the intermittency problem. By diversifying and reducing our dependence on just one source of electricity, we could generate a more stable source of energy, just as in the stock market. And last but not least, I know it's a little bit obvious, but reducing energy waste can also go a long way. Not only is doing our part very important, but also more efficient buildings, appliances, and industrial processes can lower our total energy demand, reducing the stress being applied on the grid. So, can we truly go 100% green? The answer is yes, but it won't be easy. Renewable energy is growing at an unprecedented rate. Technologies are advancing, making storage and distribution more efficient. Governments and industries are investing heavily in clean energy solutions. But to make this vision a reality, we need global cooperation, smarter infrastructure, and continuous innovation. The transition won't happen overnight, but with the right technology and policies, a 100% renewable future is within reach. So what do you think? Can we really go fully renewable, or are fossil fuels here to stay? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more engineering content. And I'll see you on the next one.